Hey guys, I'm Lisa Tedder, and today we are going to be using or making this card using Scenic Adventures. I know it's not a brand new set, but it's new to me, and I just saw it. So I was like, okay, it's new to me, so we're going to do it. If you could do me a favor and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. And thank you for being here to those that are here every week and to those that are new. I hope you enjoy what you guys see today. All right, so let's get started. All right, so here's the card we're going to be making. So cute. And this is the stamp set, Scenic Adventure. And I am using dies from Traditional Labels. It's a Christmas die set, but look at these dies. They're so cool. So I'm going to be using this one right here. I've already die cut it, but I wanted to show you. But these are really nice. So I'm hoping, hey Valerie, hey Mary, I'm hoping you guys will like these, but they're really cute. So I had to use them. And it is a lot of die cutting. Some I've already done and others we're going to do. So we're going to be doing, I got a little bit of water spots here, but it's not going to matter because some of that's going to go away. But this is Lost Lagoon. So I'm going to go ahead and I scored it in half, and now I'm going to use my bone folder. I picked up a new kitty, so maybe she'll be making a an appearance because she tends to jump up here and while I'm working. All right, let's see which one I want to do. All right, so this is going to be the front because this piece here has a little bit of a, I don't know whether it's from me or from the manufacturer, but we're going to just say that it's from me. But I am going to trim down about 3 inches. So I'm just going to go to the 3 inches here and cut that off. And then let's go to 3 here. And okay, so I'm going to use this, but this is going to be my front. So I have where it's going to open up like this. So I am going to bring in my dies that do the mountain, and we're going to just, I'm making it to where I can get 2 of these on both sides. So I'm going to bring in my, excuse me, my mini cutter here. And there we go. Would help if I had these face down, but it's all good. I figured it out before I was doing it upside down. All right. And I'm sorry if this shakes you. I don't know why it does, but it does. My camera is not mounted onto this, but for some odd reason it's all right. So this I'm going to cut off, but I want to do, well, let's go here. Okay. And then I'm going to do this. So no wasting on that front piece that I took off. Okay. So it doesn't cut it out all the way, so we just need to trim that. I'm going to move everything and show you how I do that. Oh, here she comes. Please. Nope, this way. Okay. So I'm just going to use my snips for this one because it doesn't need to be all, with my cutter. Not a biggie. So we have that. And let's see. That I am not used to doing it this way, so we'll see how I do. Okay. We got those two and this, but don't worry about what's down here because it's all going to be covered. All right. So this is the die cutting. I also have right here the trees that I did out of garden green. I should have one more tree. Here's that die cut that I showed you. We're going to stamp on that. What is so cool, oh, there's the other tree. Hold on, I'm going to, there we go. Is I'll show you in a bit what I am using for the inside. I don't want to show you yet because I'm afraid I'm going to lose it. So I'm going to stick this one back in my envelope. This way we have it all good. All right, I'm going to also put the trees inside the envelope. I just wanted to show you my die cuts. All right, so we have these. I'm going to bring in my pad here and we're going to sponge with the blending brush the tops so they look darker. And I'm going to use the Lost Lagoon, so it'll be the color on color. I don't know that you can hear her. She's eating right next to me. I have to keep her food on top of my table because my other cats will try to eat it. And one, I don't care because he needs to gain weight. But the other one, he is a pig and he eats until he gets sick. And I can't let him free range because he will totally get sick. Which I've already cleaned it up once this morning. So, all right. So we have that. So let's see how that did. I'm thinking a little bit more on this one. Now, some of this will get cut off because it's way big than what it needs to be, but we're going to make that. Now, I still have this. I'm going to move to my other little pieces because I have to do those. And this is Pool Party. And all the measurements will be on my on my PDF, and you have to sign up for my PDFs on my newsletter. So if Pat could go ahead and put that link in there, that would be awesome. I'm going to grab my Pool Party ink pad. And I'm just going, first I'm going to cut this because I want it to look like it's resting up against the mountain. And so let's see, I want it to be about here. And I'm just doing a straight line and kind of making it look pointy. And then I'm going to just do a little bit of this just on the edge to make it, oh, can't, okay. She's right next to me, so I don't know. She is adorable, you guys. I see you're seeing her tail. All right, so that's that. Oh, this will be fun. Okay, we've got that. I'm going to have to put her on my lap because, okay, let me show you real quick, though. She's adorable. I know, I'm sorry, but we got to do other things. All right, so I'm going to put that aside. I'm going to grab my soft sea foam and I am going to just make that a little bit rounded to make it look like a hill. Okay. It's very easy, just having to do a little bit of prep work. All right, soft sea foam right here. And you don't have to do the sponging, or the brushing. I just think it looks more like it's got layers. Dimension, that's the word I was looking for. Okay. And the last one is the Old Olive, and I'm not sponging that one. All right, so we have this here. And so we're going to put everything on top. And I know that this is way big, but we are just going to put this on here and then layer up. So I'm going to put some adhesive on this because, yeah, I'm going to be making that much smaller. Let me do that now. So I'm going to make this kind of really wavy. Wow, I don't know if that looks like the grass or not. All right. And I'm not going to use the whole thing. I'm going to trim it off after a bit. So it doesn't matter that I left this. Hold on. I am going to put this on the back of here. That will make it much easier for me to eyeball where I want it. All right. For those that don't like to eyeball, I'm sorry. All right. So we're going to have this go here. All right. So we have that. Then we're going to go ahead and it doesn't matter because all this is going to be covered on the other side. Not all of it, but a lot of it. And we're going to put this on. Let's see, let's make it up a little bit. And I will trim this side to make it all beautiful. All right, now comes this part, which I am going to, we want it to go, this is where you have to decide what you're going to cut off. Okay, I think that looks about right. So we're going to go ahead and trim this so it's even. And I'm going to bring it down just a little bit so that it's in the under this. This should have probably been brought up a little bit. I'm going to do that real quick because I don't want it to not, there we go. This needs to be up a little bit higher. Okay. Then we're going to have this coming here. So let's go ahead and put that on. It all, like you're just making a kind of a thing to get it all together. You just want to make sure that it's hidden behind what you've already got. All right. And this is going to be higher than the one that I have on the inside. So just be prepared that this is something that is going to be a little bit different than the one I've already done. So you can decide. All right, let's see. I don't want to put, where did I put that? Go back here. Okay, so you want to add this to here. I know that doesn't look straight, but that's okay. All right. I'm going to get this up as high as I can. There we go. All right, so hold on. I got it where I want it, so I'm going to just go ahead and close this a little bit. All right, trim this. Okay, so now I want the sun coming up. So I'm going to get, and I don't have it with me. Hold on, I'm going to grab a piece of white. Well, that's not going to work. Sorry, that one had score lines on it. So I'm sure you've watched other videos where we all kind of forget what we needed. At least I hope so. All right, so I'm going to do 5 3/8 by 4 1/8 because I want it to be as big as possible, long as possible, and not ruin the line of sight for this card. All right. So I'm not putting this in. Let me go ahead. Put this on. Oh, see, it's almost covered. Pretty good. Okay. This just makes it look prettier when you open it. Sorry. I'm just going to put this in here. I have a hair. Surprise. Oh, let's just make sure it goes inside. There we go. And remember, we're going to cut this piece off. And then we're going to trim whatever hung over. Can't have that be showing. Okay. Put this in. And it's a really tight fit. Then I'm going to bring in, I made like a little template where I did a 1 1/4 inch circle, I think, and on a just piece of scrap. And I'm going to set it here, hold it up here so it doesn't move, and then open this. And now I know where I want my sun. All right. As long as it doesn't move, I'm good. Ah, and it moved because I was doing something. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Let me take a little bit off right here just so that it's not too blotchy. And I'm going to start on the outside so it's not so dark. All right. Isn't that pretty? So let's close that. And now let me take some of this off more. I don't want it too dark. And I'm just going to go around it so it looks like it's emanating out. Oh, that was a big word. Okay. All right. So now we can go ahead and I don't know. Let me check. Nope. I am going to stamp a couple trees using Old Olive. So it kind of goes with the front. And I'm just going to stamp 2. And we'll go ahead and put that in. Hey, Haiti. Hope your trip was a good one, Haiti. We missed you on Saturday. Okay, so let's close it. Oh, gosh, look at how good that looks. I'm so excited. Okay, sorry. Doesn't take a lot, does it? All right. So I'm going to put these here. I probably should have had these be a little bit, this not as big, but we're okay. I'm going to put a little bit of Old Olive. I don't know if there's any left on here. A little bit, not much. Whoop. And so it's kind of grounded a little bit. And then I'm going to put some of this on. Try not to get it in the circles. I'm not worried about it being all the way down, just partial. All right, and then I'm going to do this one, but this time I'll use glue dots because that's easier. I just love how that looks. Okay. Okay, let's have this be up a little bit higher. All right, so we have that. Now we're just going to bring this in. And it's cool because you could like tuck stuff in here if you wanted. Like ribbon, you could have ribbon go across. on the back, and then just, I don't know. It would be really pretty. I have not looked it over. All right, so now I'm going to do my sentiment. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, just breathe and take it slow. I've been saying that a lot to myself lately. Life is getting very hectic. All right, so I'm going to stamp this. Oh, great saying. Now, because I don't really like a naked sentiment, I am going to just stamp. I think I'm going to use soft sea foam just so it's not so dark. Tree, so that it just kind of adds. Let's see how dark that is. That's pretty dark. Let's see. Oh yeah, that looks good. So now you have that. See how cute that is? Doesn't take away from your sentiment, but it does, I think, add. All right. I'm just going to add dimensionals to the back and put this onto the front. This is going to be a fast video today. I'm sorry. I have been creating the besties for October and trying to decide what I'm doing in November, and then also doing my Christmas card class for November. So it's been a little hectic. But I wanted to give you a sneak peek of what the besties could do for you, because it is super cool. I just was like super excited. But first, let's finish the inside. All right. So this is what they had in the dies, a little campfire. Isn't that the cutest? I don't know if you can see very well, but it's a little campfire. I'm going to use a glue dot. And I like to kind of roll it up so my fire, hopefully I'm going to wait and do the fire and then put that on. But then we have the flames like that. And I'm going to come in with a red blend. Let's see, I want the dark. Yes, dark. And I'm just going to put some along the edges, coming in just a little tiny bit on the edges. And then they have this little piece that sticks out, so I'm going to make sure I get that too. And because I don't want it to be like, look at the blend. Ooh, isn't that cool? I want to do the color lifter so that it just blends it in a little bit better. Let's see if this will work. All right. And I'm just making it to where it just kind of pulls it a little bit. And then, oh, my fire stuck to me. I want to get some Wink of Stella and make it really bright. All right. So anyone, whether or not you are from the United States or not, can be a bestie. And this way, if you become a bestie, you get to buy, if you are a demonstrator, your own stamp set and dies if you want. But you also get 6 cards. Oh, isn't that cute? Love that. Okay, so here's the card. You get 6 cards plus a half a pack of DSP, a full pack of embellishments, which next month or in October, yeah, that is next month. This is going to be the ones you get. Oh, it's really hard to tell, but these are cherry cobbler, pretty peacock, and then clear that you could color any color. Love that. But let me show you. Oh, I love that. Okay, let me make sure I've got it all. Yeah. This would be great for any occasion, I think. All right, so here is for October. Let me move all this stuff. Now, Pat, you can go ahead and do the drawing because I'm just going to show them that. So, but look at oh, see how pretty that catches the light. All right, but here's what it looks like from the top. And then this opens and has a really cute little thing, 2 areas to write, and it closes and that's it. It's so pretty, but I love to do fancy folds. So usually we at least have one, but everything is pretty much my design. And you also get ribbon. I don't know if I told you that. You get a full pack of these and a full pack of ribbon. So I hope you guys sign up. If you want to sign up, let me know and we will work it out. Okay, so here we go. Oh, Mary, you won. So do you want the one with it higher or the one with it lower? you get to choose. Personally, I like this one the best, but I think it's because I die cut this to go back here. This one I just cut. So you just have to let me know. The left, is that this one, the smaller one? I just want to make sure. I might be turned around. All right, so I'll send you this one out today. You should be getting it. Oh, I will trim this for myself. All right, and if you guys come to my Tuesday night classes, I usually do whatever I'm doing on my lives. You know, work hard. No, work smarter, not harder. All right, I will be back next week, and I promise to have it be a little bit longer and possibly more than one project. But it's been a hectic time. All right, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you so much. Thanks, Valerie. See you next time.